Next chapter in plant physiology, that is respiration. Respiration is a process by which the respiratory substrate broken down and release energy, that is respiration. So respiration is a process by which the respiratory substance break down and releases energy, that is called respiration. That is respiration. Respiration mainly two types. One is aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration, oxygen is required. Oxygen is required. Next way, that is anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration, oxygen does not required. Oxygen is not required for this anaerobic respiration. So actually glucose is a product of photosynthesis. Glucose is a product of photosynthesis. This glucose changes into two molecules of pyruvic acid. Two molecules of pyruvic acid. This process is called glycolysis. Glycolysis. That is glucose breakdown of glucose here. Next, this two molecules of pyruvic acid changes into ethanol. In yeast and also releases two molecules of carbon dioxide. Two molecules of ethanol releases two molecules of carbon dioxide also released in the process, that is anaerobic respiration. This is in yeast. In our muscle cells, lactic acid is released. This lactic acid released in our muscle cells, in our muscles by the anaerobic process. Generally, glucose breakdown, it means C6H12O6 is a glucose. This is the byproduct in photosynthesis, which is breakdown by oxygen, 6 molecules of oxygen. Glucose molecule interact with 6 molecules of oxygen to formation of 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of water and energy, and releases energy. This is the equation of respiration. Glucose react with oxygen, 6 molecules of oxygen, and break down into 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of water, and also releases energy. That is respiration. This respiration, aerobic type and anaerobic type of respirations. Next, what are the steps in respiration? Breakdown of the glucose and release energy in various steps. It is not a single process. It means glucose breakdown into energy, that is not a single process. Glucose breakdown into energy, it is have many steps. First step of the breakdown is glycolysis. First step of the breakdown is glycolysis. It takes place in cytoplasm. It is mainly occurs in cytoplasm. Breakdown of the glucose into two molecules of pyruvic acid in cytoplasm. It is a common step. Common step in both aerobic, anaerobic type of respirations. Glycolysis is a mainly anaerobic process. It is mainly occurs in aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration also. Next step, Krebs cycle. This Krebs cycle takes place in mitochondria. Second step of the respiration, second step of the glucose breakdown is Krebs cycle. It is mainly occurs in mitochondria. Third step is electron transport. Electron transport. Electron transport mainly takes place in inner membrane of mitochondria. Inner membrane of mitochondria. It is the electron transport chain is it is also called as ETC, electron transport chain takes place. Next, fourth step, oxidative phosphorylation. Oxidative phosphorylation is the last step of glucose breakdown. It takes place in F0, F1 particles in membrane of mitochondria. Membrane of mitochondria. Glycolysis is the first step. Second step, Krebs cycle. Third, electron transport chain. Fourth step is oxidative phosphorylation. These are the four steps in glucose breakdown or respiration. We need to take up first step, glycolysis. First step of the respiration, that is glycolysis. It is a mainly anaerobic process and it takes place in cytoplasm. It is also called as EMP pathway. It is also called as EMP pathway. Why? Because three scientists are proposed this cycle, given this cycle by three members of scientists. One is Emden, next Meyerhoff, next Parnas. So these three scientists are proposed this glycolysis reaction, given this complete cycle by EMP, Emden, Meyerhoff, Parnas. These three members of scientists named after the cycle is called glycolysis. Glyco is nothing but glucose. Lysis is nothing but breakdown. Glucose breakdown. In this process, glucose breakdown into two molecules of pyruvic acid. It is a partial breakdown of the glucose. Partial breakdown of the glucose. Now we have to take cycle. First, glucose is a 6-carbon compound. Glucose is a 6-carbon compound. This glucose undergoes to phosphorylation, and take up one inorganic phosphate to formation of ADP, to formation of glucose 6-phosphate. Glucose 6-phosphate. By the help of the enzyme hexokinase. By the help of the hexokinase, glucose is changes into glucose 6-phosphate. Glucose 6-phosphate. It is also 6-carbon compound. Glucose changes into glucose 6-phosphate with the addition of phosphate group from the ATP. ATP gives phosphate group to glucose. That's why glucose is changes into glucose 6-phosphate. Glucose 6-phosphate changes into fructose 6-phosphate. Fructose 6-phosphate. It is also 6-carbon compound. By the help of the enzyme isomerase, It is a isomerization. Reaction name is isomerization. Glucose changes into isomer. Glucose 6-phosphate changes into isomer, that is fructose 6-phosphate. Glucose 6-phosphate changes another form, another isomer, that is fructose 6-phosphate. By the help of the enzyme isomerase. Next, fructose 6-phosphate changes into fructose 1, fructose 1,6 biphosphate. Fructose 1,6 biphosphate. It is also 6-carbon compound. Here fructose 6-phosphate changes into fructose 1,5 bisphosphate. Here this fructose 6-phosphate gives one phosphate by the ATP. So ATP gives one phosphate to fructose 6-phosphate. That's why that fructose 6-phosphate changes into fructose 1,5 biphosphate. It means ATP converted into ADP. One phosphate group enters into fructose 1,6 biphosphate. At first carbon and third 6 carbon have double phosphate. This process is called, again it is a phosphorylase. Phosphorylase enzyme, help this enzyme phosphorylase. Next to this fructose 1,6 biphosphate splits into two forms. One is the dihydroxyacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. So by the help of the enzyme, that is aldolase. By the help of the enzyme aldolase, split this fructose 1,6 biphosphate changes into dihydroxyacetone phosphate. It is a 3-carbon compound and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. It is also 3-carbon compound by the help of the enzyme aldolase. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate both are interconverted isomers of each other. So dihydroxyacetone phosphate changes into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate again changes into dihydroxyacetone phosphate. It is a interconversion. By the help of the enzyme triose phosphate isomerase of the enzyme, which is helps for this process. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate changes into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate changes into dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Next reaction, only glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is involved, not dihydroxyacetone phosphate. First of all, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is involved. Later, dihydroxyacetone phosphate changes into this form and next enters into next reaction. So glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate enters into next reaction. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate changes into 1,3 phosphoglycerate or glyceric acid. It is 3-carbon compound. It means oxidation of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate changes into 1,3 phosphoglyceric acid. Aldehyde changes into glyceric acid. For this process, For this reduction, here one NAD nicotinamide dinucleotide is changes into NADPH2. In this reaction, one inorganic source of phosphate is attached. Phosphoric acid is added with this reaction, and one NAD plus reacted with one NAD plus changes into NADPH2. Next, this 1,3 biphosphoglycerate, 1,3 biphosphoglycerate, 1,3 biphosphoglycerate is a form. It means pyruvic. What is that? Inorganic phosphate added. That's why it is converted into 1,3 biphosphoglyceric acid. It is 3 carbon compound. At first carbon and third carbon contain double phosphorus group, phosphate group. Changes into 3-phosphoglyceric acid. 3-phosphoglyceric acid. It is also 3 carbon compound. And next thing is, here 1,3 biphosphoglyceric acid releases one inorganic phosphate. That inorganic phosphate take up by ADP, and to formation of ATP. Here one ATP regenerated. It is one of the dephosphorylation. This process is called dephosphorylation. Next, with the help of the enzyme, here one enzyme is required. 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and dehydrogenase. These enzyme helps this process. G3P changes into 1,3 biphosphoglycerate. 1,3 biphosphoglycerate changes into 3-phosphoglyceric acid by the help of the enzyme what is that? 3-phosphoglyceric acid is formed by the help of the enzyme phosphoglycerokinase enzyme, which is responsible. Next, 3-phosphoglycerate changes into 2-phosphoglycerate. It is also 3 carbon compound. By the help of the enzyme phosphoglyceromutase. That enzyme changes the 3-phosphoglyceric acid changes into 2-phosphoglyceric acid. Here no change, but only the position of phosphorus is changed. In this compound, phosphorus is attached at third carbon, but in this form phosphorus attached with the second carbon. Just phosphorus position only change, but remaining is totally same. By the help of the enzyme phosphoglyceromutase. Next, 2-phosphoglycerate changes into phosphoenol pyruvic acid. By the help of the enzyme enolase. It is also 3 carbon compound. Phosphoenol pyruvic acid also 3 carbon compound. Here one water molecule is released. So 2-phosphoglycerate 3 carbon compound changes into phosphoenol pyruvic acid by the help of the enzyme enolase. Phosphoenol pyruvic acid changes into pyruvic acid. It is also 3 carbon compound. Here Phosphoenol pyruvic acid, pyruvic, nothing but phosphate group is still is present. Here phosphate group is released or phosphate group is removed. Pyruvic acid, it is not contain any phosphate group. Here phosphate group is present, but here phosphate group is not there. This phosphate group is released by this compound, by the inorganic phosphate. Take up this inorganic phosphate by ADP and this inorganic phosphate and to formation of ATP, It is also dephosphorylation. Second ATP is formed here. So this is one of the process. Glucose changes into glucose 6-phosphate by the phosphorylation of glucose by the help of ATP, give the phosphate group to glucose. That's why glucose receive that phosphate group and to formation of glucose 6-phosphate by the help of the enzyme hexokinase. Glucose 6-phosphate changes into another isomer form, that is fructose 6-phosphate by the help of the enzyme isomerase. Fructose 6-phosphate changes into fructose 1,6 biphosphate. Here one ATP changes into adenosine diphosphate. That phosphate is taken by fructose. That fructose changes into fructose 1,6 biphosphate. At first carbon 6 carbon phosphate group is attached by the help of the enzyme phosphofructophosphorylase. Next, fructose 1,6 bisphosphate cleavage or splits into two forms: dihydroxyacetone phosphate, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate 3 carbon compound and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate also 3 carbon compound. These both are interconverted by the help of the enzyme triose phosphate isomerase. So dihydroxyacetone phosphate changes into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate again changes into dihydroxyacetone phosphate by the help of the enzyme triose phosphate isomerase. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate 3 carbon compound changes into 1,3 biphosphoglyceric acid. In this process NAD is reduced and to formation of NADH2, and one inorganic phosphate or one phosphate group is attached here to the G3P. That's why that inorganic phosphate from inorganic source from the phosphorus and 1,3 biphosphoglyceric acid is formed. One first carbon at third carbon contain phosphate group. It is changes into 3-phosphoglyceric acid 3 carbon compound. Here one is a dephosphorylation takes place here. 1,3 biphosphoglycerate releases one inorganic phosphate. That inorganic phosphate received by ADP changes into make up ATP, dephosphorylation. 3-phosphoglyceric acid is formed. This 3-phosphoglyceric acid changes into 2-phosphoglyceric acid. It is just a position change of phosphorus. Position only changed here by the help of the enzyme phosphoglyceromutase. Here the enzyme phosphoglycerokinase. Next, 3-phosphoglycerate changes to 2-phosphoglycerate. 2-phosphoglycerate changes into 2-phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Phosphoenol pyruvic acid releases one water molecule. It is a dehydration of water. Next, by the help of the enzyme enolase. Phosphoenol pyruvic acid still contain phosphorus. The next step, phosphoenol pyruvic acid releases one inorganic phosphate, loses one inorganic phosphate. That inorganic phosphate received by adenosine diphosphate. That adenosine diphosphate receives that inorganic phosphate to changes into generation of ATP. Next, phosphoenol pyruvic acid changes into pyruvic acid. This pyruvic acid do not contain any phosphorus. It is a 3 carbon compound. Here, until this, it is investment phase because ATP is consumed here. ATP is consumed here. Next, it is totally getting phase. means 2 ATPs are we are getting here, and 1 NADPH2 also we are getting here. NADPH2 also we are getting here. It is a reaction only for glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate only. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate changes, I mean glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate only enters into this reaction to formation of these different compounds. Finally one pyruvic acid is formed. Actually 2 pyruvic acid we are required, so one more pyruvic acid comes from dihydroxyacetone phosphate. In this complete cycle only glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is involved. Now dihydroxyacetone phosphate also changes into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and to perform these kind of cycle, these kind of reaction. So one reaction for this one more reaction for this dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Here we remember everything 2 times. So for dihydroxyacetone phosphate 2 times, and one more for, that is that 2, every time 2. Out of 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, 1 molecule of pyruvic acid comes from glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, 1 molecule of pyruvic acid comes from dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Next, here 2 NADPH2s are reduced into 2 NADPH2 because one more NADPH for dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Here 2 ADPs are changes into 2 ATPs. 2 ADPs are converted into 2 ATPs. Next, here 1 molecule of water released for glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, 1 more water molecules are released for dihydroxyacetone phosphate. So 2 molecules of water is released. Next, here 2 molecules of ADP. Here 2 molecules of ADP changes into 2 molecules of ATP. 2 molecules of ATP. 2 molecules of ATP. That is for second reaction. First reaction for first step, second reaction for second step. Finally to formation of 2 pyruvic acids. So sum up. What are the things we are getting? We are getting 2 pyruvic acids. We are getting 2 pyruvic acids finally, and here 1 ATP and second ATP. 2 ATPs are consumed, and so 1 ATP reformed here, and 2 ATPs and 2 ATPs. 4 ATPs are regenerated. Here 2 ATPs, here 2 ATPs. So 4 ATPs are released. We are getting 2 ATPs and 2 NADPH2s. 2 NADPH2s. 2 NADPH2. NADH2. 2 NADPH2s. It means 1 NADH2 is equals to 3 ATPs. So 2 NADH2 means 6 ATPs we are getting. 6 ATPs. So out of 4 ATPs, this is N-cash. It is 2 NADH2 is a N-cash. It means a check. It is check. Check means like checkbook. Check. It is 4 ATPs N-cash. We are immediately spent, but this 2 NADPH2, it means 6 ATPs are not, we are not immediately spent. It is, we are spent the 6 ATPs in later reaction, that is oxidative phosphorylation. Each NADH2 is equals to 3 ATPs. 2 NADH2 is formed. That's why total 6 ATPs are formed here. Next, out of 4 ATPs, 2 ATPs are consumed. Only we are getting 2 ATPs are net gain. 2 ATPs are net gain. So minus 2 here because 2 ATPs are consumed out of 4 ATPs. Still 2 ATPs are there. That is 2 ATPs. This 6 ATPs are we are used in, that is the oxidative phosphorylation process. Here finally we are getting 2 ATPs as the net gain, 6 ATPs as a check. This check we are used in oxidative phosphorylation. This is glycolysis. Same this is aerobic glycolysis, but anaerobic glycolysis also same like that only, but we have to check that anaerobic glycolysis. Anaerobic glycolysis or fermentation or anaerobic glycolysis. In this process, glucose changes into another form. It means finally glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is formed. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is formed. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate changes into 1,3 biphosphoglycerate. For this process, 2 NAD plus changes into 2 NADH2. This 1,3 biphosphate changes into pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid. This is 3-carbon compound, 2 molecules. 2 molecules of pyruvic acid it is. These 2 molecules of pyruvic acid changes into acetaldehyde, acetaldehyde. This acetaldehyde changes into ethanol and releases 2 molecules of carbon dioxide in the fermentation. It is process mainly used in wine industry, and in this process also 2 NADH2s are again reduced into 2 NAD plus. So here 2 NADH2s are gained. Here that 2 NADH2 only again consumed here. So there is no formation of NADH2. There is no gain NADH2. Here we in this process get 2 NADH2, but in this process that NADH2s are again consumed, again reformation of 2 NAD plus. Next, this pyruvic acid again by the process, by the help of the enzyme, one enzyme is here, alcohol dehydrogenase. Next, this pyruvic acid changes into lactic acid. Pyruvic acid changes into lactic acid in our muscles. For this process also NADH2 changes into NAD plus. Here also no NADH2 formation. That NADH2 only again changes into NAD plus. That's why we are not get any NADH2. In this process only 2 ATPs are we are get. Only 2 ATPs, not get any NADH2. Here NADH2 is formed, but it is again used up. Here NADH2 again used up here. So we are not get any NADPH2, but only get 2 ATPs. Here one enzyme is helps here for pyruvic acid changes into lactic acid by the help of the enzyme pyruvic decarboxylase. Here pyruvic decarboxylase is enzyme which is responsible for 2 pyruvic acids are converted into lactic acid, 2 lactic acids. use of NADH2 into NAD plus. This is fermentation. Fermentation very important in wine industry, make up wine. So next process, this pyruvic acid change enters into next reaction, that is Krebs cycle. Next class we are discussing about Krebs cycle. If you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe for more videos. Don't forget to tap bell icon.